So, the question is asked, was Joe Louis better than Jack Johnson as far as boxing? Or was he more of a selected model? You know, people don't always understand the history. Well, they do understand the history of sports, especially when there are guys that, we always had a discussion about who's too black, too scary, don't get crossover, don't get love. Some do, some what have you. Jack Johnson was a rebel for his time. He drove fast cars and he was with predominantly white women and he scared some people and he wasn't built like an ox and hit like a bull and he was a precursor to a lot. He would have fit real good hip hop excess, but also just doing his thing. He was truly a free man, even though there was anything but the case when Jack Johnson was fighting. But he played and lived high and had a good time. Joe Louis came along and they thought he was a great fighter. The Brown Bomber, one of the greatest fighters ever, pound for pound, true champion. However, he was sold as safe. It's kind of like when you fast forward George Foreman compared to Ali, or, you see it all the time. You see it all the time. Safe brother, scary brother. And, I got through talking about how people do that because if they consider too black or too scary, they never get no love, or they get, they get respected, but they don't get the business. Jack Johnson didn't get the due that he should have. And that's not to take anything from Joe Louis. However, it's about marketing and how you push. It's kind of like how Sugar Ray Leonard got the fight over Marvin Hagler or Hitman Hearns. He was the money one. When you're the money one, you are going to always get the benefit of the doubt. It's like people, they do that. We see it all the time. It's like why Isaiah Thomas doesn't get his love. He didn't sell no jerseys and he scared a lot of folk. Can be considered too black, too scary. That's the fact. And it's like that in sports. And boxing, anything that you mention, it's not always about necessarily saying who was the better or the best, but it's about perception and how the crossover, because it's always been about crossover. Crossover is about how they can make money off of you and push your agenda a lot longer. It's not always about, because they do this so often than not. Somebody gets ignored. And it ain't always based on someone necessarily being better. It's about how they can market them. Joe Louis having to be the next guy that came up after Jack Johnson, and the powers that be threw that out there because they said he was a credit to his race. They never said it about Jack Johnson. I wonder why. Do your history, do your research. Why can't you applaud and appreciate both of them? But they made one because one was more accessible. It ain't always about, do I think Jack Johnson was a better fighter than Joe Louis? I do, because the man used to fight long-winded fights, and he was built like an ox and strong. And I don't know, two people, you got to think about it. It's kind of like Sonny Liston Ali. They always have guys that scary, that they don't want to, Oscar De La Hoya was a golden boy. There are golden boys. And when you're dealing with golden boys, you can't touch them. Everybody else gets hit. I've seen it in all sports and in music. It's politics involved, because they deem who they want. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Please hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay true, stay real, stay cool, stay woke, stay clear, stay clean. I'm out one time. Peace.